other than raising a family and perhaps our service in church over the years, building our own house was one of the biggest things we ever undertook. This is a little sampler that my wife stitched together many years ago. Bless this house, O Lord, we pray. Keep it safe by night and day. Bless these walls so firm and stout, keeping want and trouble out. Bless the roof and chimneys tall. Let thy peace lie over all. Bless this door that it may prove ever open to joy and love. Now here we are as young marrieds, homeless, well, actually renting, renting a basement suite in a home in Calgary. And when I got a job in Brooks, there were no places available to rent. So we bought a small mobile home that was all set up already. It was only 10 feet wide by 40 feet long and had a little porch on it. And as you can see from this picture, there was probably no insulation or almost none. Look at the icicles and the ice melting on the roof and running down. But it was home. After we moved to Grand Cache, we needed a larger home, and we bought this 3-bedroom mobile home that we set up in Grand Cache. And when I hooked up the water, I discovered that the plumbing had been frozen up, and I got lots of experience working with plumbing and soldering copper pipe. Later, we moved this home to Spruce Grove, and then when we bought 9 acres of forested land near Alberta Beach, we moved the home there. And I later built this 2-room addition here to it, 12 foot by 24 foot, which provided us with a family room and a master bedroom. And I installed a gas furnace controlled by thermostats, so it was nice and comfortable there. But we had thought that it'd be nice to have an actual house, something that we could expand to as our family grew. And a friend convinced me that we probably could afford it if that was what we wanted. So I contacted my next door neighbor after I had priced everything out. He had a business putting in basements, and we hired him to do that for us. Here is the concrete being pumped into the basement forms. And here we were with the house partly framed. I was not a framer, nor was Judy, nor my brother Lloyd, who helped me. But I'd had experience helping other people build houses, and so we undertook this job to build our own house. Fortunately, the floor joists were already molded into the basement, so we just had to build from there up. And at this stage, we have most of the windows in, looking more like a house all the time. Here Judy is helping put on the siding. And this was the last of the outside framing that we did. We decided to add a bay window, and we were always glad that we did this. It wasn't in the stock blueprint that we bought, but it was the only the only window in the house where our children could look out when they were small. And with the curtains across there, it was a nice warm place on the south side of the house. I think everybody enjoyed it. Um, these are the main drains that I installed. This is the wiring diagram showing where I installed lights and outlets and switches. And by the fall of the year, 1977, things were taking shape. I see some water line here, so I'm not sure whether or not I had had water into the house at this point, but if not, it was coming along. This is the north side of the house. Unlike the south and west sides, we didn't put in big windows. Would have been nice, but we really appreciated having the big windows on the front and the west. And here's what it looked like in the wintertime. The old steps there, fence. This again is the northwest corner. Notice the big window there, which let in lots of light on the west side. And it was a nice, warm and comfortable house during the wintertime. Even the coldest of weather, it was nice and comfortable. And it was a place for us to work together as a family and to play together as a family. And after I retired, comfortable home for a couple of older people. And the siding was guaranteed for 20 years. And after about 25 years, we decided, okay, the siding's still in good shape. It's time to repaint it while it's still in good shape. So we rented some metal scaffolding and used it to help us repaint the house and look like new again. And in wintertime, in 2014, we decided to sell the house, and this involved doing a lot of work repainting the inside of the house and replacing any remaining old floor coverings, such as this old lino on the basement stairs. We had a little help. And here, this would be in the fall, probably, of 2013. Now, we weren't the only people that built their own houses. We had friends who built a house about 3 miles from our place, and I helped them with the plumbing and electrical wiring as well. And here's what the house looked like when we sold it in 2014. So bless this house, O Lord, we pray. Keep it safe by night and day.